It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin's Wharf, Fenway Park, North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Wow. Boom.
Good morning.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, was that loud to you? The opening?
No, it sounded good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sounded all right. Yeah. Sounded good. I'm glad to be back, man.
Yeah.
Days off.
Yep. Good day. Good day today.
So we were off, what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, we had Neon Friday.
Okay, so we were off Saturday and Sunday. That's it?
No, wait a minute. Neon was Thursday. We had Friday was the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Right.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay.
3 days.
Jesus Christ, man. I can't do, like I told you, I go through withdrawals not doing the show. It's weird.
I'm like, I'm missing something. I'm missing something.
Yep. It's weird because it's like a work schedule. You're like, oh shit, I'm missing work kind of thing. But it's not work. I related to that though, the schedule.
Yeah.
But wow, what a weekend we had though. It was nice.
It was busy, yeah. Texas got this just destroyed. You see that, man?
We're gonna have Eva on this week if she can. Come on and talk about it if she wants to.
Yeah.
I sent you something this morning in your X inbox, but it's the actual river coming down live, like actual video of it.
It took no time whatsoever. It was like boom, it was instant, like bang.
Oh gosh, I've never seen anything like it. It was like kind of a movie, like the way it just moved so fast, it just took everything with it. Water is powerful, man. You respect the water.
Mike, I was watching the beginning of it. It was in a dry riverbed already, right?
Yeah.
You could tell it was a dried up riverbed, and the water just came, and it just like someone just opened a spigot, and it just wiped out everything.
A couple people died. A couple young people died, I think.
Yeah, it was they were camping.
Kids and stuff like that. I saw I was watching something yesterday morning where they showed the trailer park where the campers were, and that's where they were, but there was actually nothing like
nothing clean.
Not even a piece of wood. Just the trees are standing, man. Yeah, this is the way. Yeah.
That's the water right there.
Yep. Look how dry the riverbeds are, right? That's why I couldn't go down. It was all crusted over. Oh, look at the river across. Oh, my God. It's already across the bridge on the other side, yeah. Holy shit. So this must have, like, see that right here? Oh, yeah. Holy fuck. It's over the fucking...
Wait.
Hey, let's go back.
These guys start walking backwards. It ain't watch.
No shit, huh?
Hey, I've never seen nothing like it. It was still raining.
Juanita, wow. Juanita, move back.
The state trooper's like, let me get this on film.
Yep. He's not flowing on this side at all.
Look at them. They're moving now.
Time to go.
Oh, yeah. Get out of the way, people. What are you doing? Look at the state trooper doesn't even give a shit.
It's already flowing. This is the open flow.
Come back.
And that's going to be gone in a minute.
Holy shit. They were just standing there.
Yep. Walking backwards.
Yeah. Hunter, come back further.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyone that knows anybody in Texas, just give a call. Make sure they're all right, man.
Fuck, man. Wow.
Just like that.
That was 2 minutes of footage right there. That's all that was 2 minutes.
That's it. That's all it takes.
So, hey, a lot of stuff happening on Twitter over the weekend.
Well, let's talk about that.
You get Higgins running after a car.
You see, Mike, saw one of the funniest things on Twitter.
Oh,
It was
the Microdot's one?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you got that. Play that.
I couldn't believe that.
Richie is
Yeah.
killing it.
The best. Let me find that. That's well worth playing. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. It's
AJ's interview was amazing.
Of course. Yep.
Flip Ahead put some good videos out. Microdots. A bunch of people got interviewed. It was awesome.
This is well worth the minute. Let me share it.
Steve-O.
All right, and let's see if our people in the audience can see this. You ready? What kind of car is that, real quick?
It's a Monte Carlo, I think, right?
No,
Buick?
Nope.
Buick?
Nope. It's an
Chrysler?
Oldsmobile.
Oldsmobile, you're right.
What is it? Is it a Delta 88? What is that?
Yeah, it could be.
But
you're going old school there.
This is a station wagon. This is one of the funniest videos I've seen.
Thank you.
The fuck out of here.
There goes Molina.
The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here.
Turkey.
The fuck out of here.
You wrong.
That was good, dude.
I mean, you gotta love.
That made me smile.
You gotta love the talent that we have on our side of the bridge here, Mike.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. We have some talented people. I know for a fact that some of them are asked to go to work for them.
Just like
I
that.
I know for a fact, a couple of Los Angeles law firms that want to hire the talents of, I don't know, Microdots.
Show them anything that Microdots has done from day one.
Yeah.
How can you not want to hire the guy? Really?
I mean, the closing that Alan did.
Yep.
With the cards.
Yes.
I guess that's on his new website, Alan Jackson's website for his law firm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Richie put it up there. The closing. If you want to watch it, not us, but someone else. Yeah. If you want to watch it in your spare time, it was kind of cool how they talked about the. Aiden talked about reasonable doubt a lot in the Alan Jackson interview, and how much that Alan and the whole team listened to all the content creators. And took feedback from it, and maybe tailored their presentation more towards what
right.
some of these creators were thinking about, and it's a valid point. I mean, obviously, if you have somebody that's involved with this case or invested in this case and is a smart person, that give you some valid points, whether it be a little tweak to a presentation with the reasonable doubt getting stacked on top of one another with the cue cards. That was powerful. I guess listening to Alan and Turtle Boy is that those jurors did not take their eyes off of that board when the cards were going down. They just looked at it and looked at it, when they kept on putting down the reasonable doubt cards.
Right. I mean, think of this. Imagine if he got like unlimited amount of time to make his closing, not just and within the parameters that he can say certain things. Bev wouldn't let him say. Don't forget, and he still did a great job. Think of
Alan's pissed. He was like, the FBI should have been allowed in. Any other, what do you say? Like every other thousands of judges I've been in front of, they would have let that in.
Yeah,
this is the only one.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Why is that? And why is that?
Well, I think I always like cut the deck, like, okay, why would they do it? Why wouldn't they do it? And it's in favor to help the prosecution to keep that out. And to hear what Alan Jackson thought about Hank Brennan and Laura McLaughlin and Alan Bradley. And he said Alan Bradley put on a better trial. I mean, prosecuted a better trial, in his opinion, than Hank Brennan did. And if you don't believe that Hank Brennan didn't watch trial one,
of course he did. That's how he got all this. Yeah.
Of course he did.
Now, if you think about it, right? What did he watch in trial one that petrified him? Aka.
Oh, yeah.
Aka. He knew off the bat that's what he was up against. It was him against Aka. He can't prove them wrong. FBI hired him.
Yeah. That's why they tried so hard for...
The state government doesn't hire Aka.
No.
They don't need to.
Well, I mean, they're probably too much money for him. But you can't be a state or a government public defender or just a hired gun, a Cosgrove or a Brennan again or whoever.
Well,
or even Ladley or McLaughlin and have a budget to hire ARCA. But I guess if you have the truth on your side, you can hire anybody that does a good job in that that engineering field that could actually show you the results of physics.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're up against
Aperture.
You get a machine that's got how much money did they pay Aperture, Mike, to lie?
Yeah.
Get up there and tell the truth as much as they wanted. He could have wrote. He filled in the blank. He added the zeros at the end.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that.
There are people like that out there in this world, not the people that want to do what's right.
Sometimes you get caught up in it. It's all about the money, man. If it can be something. I'm not talking about someone's life in a court of law. I wouldn't. That's insane. But people look at money differently when it's in front of them, as opposed to what they could and what they could not do right now. And it takes a strong person to keep on doing the right thing. But my point is that if you have Aperture in your revolver as a bullet, and they have the truth on their side, and they can build a solid prosecution, then go for it, right? I'd have to, because if you have the truth and the physics and the math is on your side, then why would you want to use them if they just do it the way they're supposed to do it? They will give it a narrative. They withheld we start with the X-rays. They withheld the X-rays from them. I think Judson got fucked over pretty hard by Brennan, in my opinion.
Well, Brennan didn't even call him on the closing. He could have. He chose not to.
Yeah, he didn't want to beat that dead horse anymore.
Oof.
So hearing Alan talk about what he thought of Hank Brennan, and when AJ started talking about Hank Brennan's suits and the shoes and the socks, I was like, "Whoa, AJ, dude! All right, you're taking them all off today. All the gloves are off." He was like going right after him, and I wish we knew what was impounded on the sidebar conversations. I can't wait for that stuff to come out.
If it comes out.
Yeah.
How much has to do with the FBI that still doesn't exist?
We'll probably see the Epstein list before we see that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
someone's gonna take that all the way up to the highest mass court to have them give that up, because they will fight it all the way up. That's a court case. Otherwise, you're not getting them.
But the impounded stuff from Bev?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And it's funny to hear some of the defense, AJ and company, have heard back from pretty much every juror in trial 2.
One way or another.
Yeah. And the feedback was tremendous about like the visuals and like. But if they had known that the FBI, it was stated it would have stopped it. It would have changed a lot of people's minds a lot earlier, I guess.
Yeah. Imagine what that deliberation would have been like.
And then to hear AJ,
Wait.
say,
We can get lunch, guys. We can get lunch. Just get lunch first. You guys hungry? You hungry?
yeah, let's stretch this. Like, pick it up to extra $75 tomorrow. But to hear AJ say, you know, Auntie Bev would let him in, and it was just because it was her courtroom. I made the decision,
Right.
Mr. Jackson.
That's
That just irks me the wrong way. See, that's unchecked power. Right?
Yeah, well, that's as Massachusetts as you can get. Think about it. Any cop is the same way. Doesn't matter. What he says goes.
Mhm.
Right? You're gonna
Right.
go in front of the judge and say this cop's lying?
Right.
Really? Judge is gonna love that one. Good luck with that.
I don't know. It's just it's troublesome that we still accept it as a resident in Massachusetts.
Troublesome. Troublesome is the freaking Boston Police Department's hiring practices. Troublesome.
They having a tough time
They-
getting people.
They have an employee problem over there, my friend.
They can't get good people. They can't.
Look at
I
what
should
they
say
do, guys.
they can't get them and keep them. Either they get pulled out and you go up another level, or
People get out.
whatever.
If they can get out,
Yes,
they go. It
they
ain't
get
worth
out.
it.
People, you turn me on to that more than anybody. Is that people get on there? It's not what they. It's not even close to what they thought it was going to be like. Not even close. You have this shit going on in Brookline. Oh yeah.
Really?
I think they're everywhere. I don't matter what big city you go, major hub you go to. There's always something shady going on with the police. You know, they're either in on it, not doing it. You know.
The good news is Kelly Diva won't be hurting anybody.
Oh, thank God.
And if she did, it would be a false memory, but it never happened.
Yeah.
See, I don't
How
remember
could
that. I just don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's false memory. It's just what happens.
She's compromised. How could you ever get up on the stand again? People can say, "You sure you're not like?" Imagine
Oh,
being a cross on her.
No.
Try to
No,
cross
no.
up and say,
Uh-uh.
"You have
On
a
the
how do you?"
stand, she swore to having a false memory. There's a medical freaking condition. It's in a book. Guess what? If it's in a medical book, little black medical book, it's in that book. She can't be a cop.
No.
See ya. Bye-bye.
She can't. She definitely can't go on the fucking stand. They'll fucking eat her up.
She's leave of absence. She's on a leave of absence. She's not on desk duty.
Oh shit.
She's on a leave of absence. Probably without pay.
RVA, she's making more money as a dominatrix. Yeah, I
wouldn't
can
doubt
see
that.
I wouldn't doubt that, man. Wouldn't doubt that at all. Oh my God. Fucking Kelly Deaver. What else? So nothing new out of Canton PD. It looks like those charges against Eric and Schiffer.
Yes,
Schiffer?
Rich Schiffer, yes.
I think they got dropped.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, it was in the paper that Eric's was almost like a typo.
Right.
Yeah. So Rafferty, I think she bailed on that right before she left, and the new chief is in. Obviously, nothing is going on. We had that kid that was hit by a car. We still don't have any trash pickup yet.
Canton with no trash pickup. Boy, that's kind of poetic, isn't it?
But we paid $100,000.
FBI. Hello. Hello. Anybody home?
You guys want to do some dumpster diving? Now's the time to do it. But we paid $100,000 more in the town of Canton for this, just because they're a good company.
Good job, Mr. Conley. Good job. You know what? You should probably take your trash over to Mr. Conley's house. He's got a friggin' box in the back. You throw it in. Put it right in his box. In a box.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Good idea.
Yeah. He wanted to pay all the money, right?
He did. He paid all the money.
And
What's
then
$100,000 more? But when we try to get an order pushed through, it's the fucking end of the world,
Yeah.
There's so many what ifs we could have done with that. Oh goodness. Yeah, so it was kind of quiet around here. I didn't really go too far away. I was Lakeville.
Listen.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yo,
you know what happens like when you don't pick up the trash? You know what happens
when you don't pick it up,
when you don't pick up the trash?
like, are you talking about the households? What happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. You keep it inside longer?
No, it goes out, right?
Yeah.
And then it starts kind of like the covers don't all close.
Oh, like mine right now.
And the raccoons get into it and they just make that
Oh,
a disaster. It's a yard sale waiting to happen, right?
yes, it is.
And then all the friggin' there you go, right? Beth, you got the flies,
Maggots.
all
Oh,
all bad. And then come the rats. Wait
well,
till
they're
Kit.
already hit.
Wait
They're
till Kit.
already hit. They're already here.
Gotta say, wait till Kit and get the load of the rat problem over there.
Oh my god. Yeah, so just if anybody's here in Canton, they're back to the Monday schedule today. They have replacements coming in. This ought to be good. We'll have firefights in the town of Canton. Jesus. Speaking of that,
Oh,
Jesus Christ, is in Brookline a 40-year-old woman dead after
Yep.
being in custody?
imagine that, right? When you put the cuffs on somebody, you're responsible for them.
Yeah.
100%. You own them. Like they're your baby for the rest of till you like undo them. Yep.
Wow. So that's Meatball's jurisdiction.
Yeah. So I guess it's just chalk it up. It's all right.
Is it
Add her name to the list.
Justin Root?
Yep. Check.
Now this lady, they're not giving out too much information, but we were talking this morning. You think it was in the car, or you think it was actually in the jail? Could be either or, right? I guess.
I would say it's usually in a car. What
Me
happens
too.
is that the cops, right? They pull up, right? Think about it, right? Say there's a problem, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It takes 10 minutes to figure out who's good, who's bad. This
Right.
one's going in cuffs.
Yep.
They cuff her up, put her in the back. Now he's got to go back out and find out why.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's going, back of the cruiser, car's running, air's going, person's fine, right? Well, if they have an allergic reaction to a medication, or if they took drugs in the system and it broke or whatever, usually that stuff's found out at the station. Like you'll question someone 5 different ways to find out: do you do drugs? Do you have drugs? Are the drugs in the home? Stuff like that. Did you take any?
Yeah.
So they just must have left her in the back of the cruiser. I don't see how that can happen in a department, because once you get put in a cell, there's cameras on you, you get checks on you. Every 15 minutes, you have to do rounds, check on the person with your own eyes, not just on the camera.
Right.
So, it's a big thing when you take somebody in custody, man. It's a big thing. I'm trying to explain it to people. It's a big thing, Mike. When you put them cuffs on somebody, it's not just I'm gonna arrest everyone this week. I made 3 arrests. No, you need a reason to do that.
Right.
Even high blood pressure in the heat, right?
Who
knows? I mean, did she have a heart attack? Was it bad timing? We don't know what happened, right? Was it a natural? Did she die of natural causes? We don't know.
Right. There was
see basketball players drop dead on the basketball court in peak physical condition.
Lead bias. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Still.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
You don't know, but I don't see that happening inside of a station. You're not handcuffed usually in a station as much. Like you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
they take the handcuffs off and put you in the cell.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
There was a big shooting in Brockton last night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Six people shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good car crash too. 3 people killed. Another one just passed away this morning from the accident yesterday in Milton.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on, dude? What's wrong?
I mean,
this is what happens. It's a long weekend, and it's a long weekend on top of it too.
Sucked is that it happened early in the morning or the after. Like it was a crazy time, and it's just like you hate to see people just going, hey, I'm gonna go to church or I'm gonna go here and here with my grandmother. They never come back. It's over. That's the scary part. Is like you leave your house in a car, you go to visit somebody, and that's all you're doing. You're done.
You don't even realize. You don't even say bye.
Yeah. So another couple
Yeah,
of
they're
dead-
shot spotters. The shot spotter, Dave. Brockton's got the shot spotters all around, so they can find out where the
fuck,
shot's
that-
coming from and
so-
whether or not it's a firecracker or a gunshot.
oh yeah.
Gunshot
So
makes a
this-
different sound.
Yeah, they were talking about it this morning. The guy was on there. He goes, "Yeah, usually the neighbors they have people over there. It's pretty mellow. But yesterday it was over 100, or 2 days ago.
Yep.
It was a large amount of people, a couple hundred people, and shots went off through windshields and went by one guy's window in bed, and just that's reckless. I forget. West Brockton, maybe I forget, but
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
morning, everybody in the chat.
Brockton's not getting in nice. They're not.
No.
And it's like this every summer. Every summer. I mean, when the Brockton Fair was here, it was all at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Now
There
they're
is,
gone.
yeah.
Now
So
it's
the fair's not there anymore now?
no.
No shit. That must have been in the last 10 years, though, right?
Probably last
No?
5
Really? All right.
5 or 6. It was
There-
too much. Too much.
I went
Too
to
much.
it.
Even the
Yeah, it
fair,
was-
even they said it was too much.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like-
You had altercations every night there. Every night there was something going on. Yeah.
It was bad. It was
Oh.
just, yeah. I mean, it was one thing when the clown had to get pulled out in a paddy wagon. Remember the clown? Remember the clown? Talks bad. All the bikers were there. They were ready to go up and just swarm the whole thing, and they're going to try and tip it over with him inside of it. But they got him out with the paddy wagon. They packed him up, put him in the paddy wagon, and drove him out. Yeah, so-
What was the clown doing?
Cloud's just making fun of all the bikers. The
Oh shit! All right, all
they,
right,
the
all right.
outlaws. They weren't having it. They were pissed, taking it personal.
Yeah, the outlaws. That's who's around here.
So they were going to tip the whole clown thing upside down with him in it. The cops had to get him out of there. They were going to hurt the clown.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yes, we are going to the courthouse today.
Yes, we're
Yep.
gonna be there.
Gonna leave soon to
that?
go there.
Yeah, my wife's Lithuanian.
Oh,
Yeah.
the village. I remember the village.
And they're from Brockton originally. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's funny. Someone put it up there. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. He looks like a fucking Viking. Definitely.
Yeah, I had a run in with them.
They have a clubhouse somewhere.
Yeah,
There's a
I know.
Plymouth, Bourne area, Wareham, somewhere down. No, am I wrong? Is it down by there somewhere? It's like the cut through to go to the Cape. If you get up at exit 2 and you want to go to the Bourne Bridge or the Sagamore, huh?
Wareham, I think.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, right on the border, right on Plymouth, Wareham, I forget. But yeah, it's just a little house, like with a little parking lot in the front of it. I went by it in the daytime. There wasn't a lot of bikes there, but yeah, I've heard some stories. Yeah. But
Let's
you
go
don't,
to
you,
the
don't hear,
courthouse
you, don't
today.
hear, you don't hear about them in the news though. They're not like,
They went underground.
yeah, they're just doing the muling, getting into certain areas.
That's it.
But anyways, yeah, they figured it out. Yeah, so Tom's at the courthouse. I guess Justice TV will be there too.
Just to serve TV.
Yeah,
Nice.
Michael will be down there, so you be some company.
Good. I hope we
know.
get some more people. I hope everyone that's free today can make some time to get down there today to support Aiden.
2:00.
Yep, 2:00.
Bettero's in town.
Ooh.
He is here. He came yesterday. He's here. Big shout out to Mark Bettero. He's
Okay.
here.
Any of the celebrities in town?
Just you and me, baby. Just you and me.
Bradle, he'll be there,
Yep.
right?
Big Balls Brady will be there. Big Bad Bettero.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll
Looking
all
forward
be
to
there.
that. And then we have the Walsh case that's off for a little. It's not starting for a little bit.
Yeah. You know, he
Yeah,
may
yeah.
actually get off. You know that?
Yeah.
Think about that, Mike.
Yep. No body.
Listen, think she paid somebody to just go away and blame it on the husband? She had ties overseas.
Oh, I can see
She
that.
had money. She had
And-
power. She had people. She had contacts. She's the one. She don't need him.
You're right. She doesn't need him. He needed her. I mean, in theory, it makes complete sense. The Google searches, if he had just done them on his own and he was planning to kill her, and she's like, I'm out, but I'm gonna blame you. And just, I mean, to disappear from all your relatives and loved ones is hard to do, right? I don't know if I can do it.
It is. It absolutely is. But again,
yeah, he did chop her up, though. I'm not gonna lie. They had his phone at a waste station area.
Show me a hand. Show me a leg. I'll take a toe. Show me a fucking toe, Mike. You want to toe nail polish on it?
That thing's gone, dude.
Known.
Yeah, but they're actually already called. They're asking for Proctor Trooper's phone already.
Already?
Oh yeah. Yep.
For that case.
Yep.
Oh, can you imagine what he's gonna have said on that?
So you think it's gonna be bad as the Annie Dukin,
Darcy.
Dookie? Who?
You ready? Darcy. There's proof he did it. Darcy, I don't believe anything. So if you think that there's proof, if you work for the DA's office, I'm gonna say you may have seen it, but otherwise, us public people, there's no proof that he did anything. There's the state police allege. It's a different story now. Totally different story. When every single piece of video evidence in the Kieran Reed case has been modified, altered, and completely not what it is, I don't believe a damn fucking thing they say. I don't care. No one's gonna tell me differently. There's no proof he did it until I see it. I want to see it. I don't want to see the evidence. I don't want to see what Proctor found or what Buchanan said or what Tully thinks. Don't care.
Right. No, I agree with that.
I want to see it.
I want to see the timestamps. I want to see everything.
Boom. I want to see it all. Show me.
You're right. I mean,
at least if they're gonna expect me to believe them, that's the least they can do after what they just did. They just fucking prosecuted an innocent girl. She innocent, and they went at it twice. And now you're gonna tell me that he did this? No, definitively, he did this. How?
No.
How can you say that?
Tom, arguments for the ages is that we probably think that he did because of what the Google searches said on his temp, but you have to prove it. Now you have to prove it.
How do you know Google searches? Garino? No, you're gonna trust Garino? Promise me. Tell me. Wait a minute.
Garino did find
Garino. Is that who it is? Oh, yeah. Tell me Garino did it.
So they were able to get all the information they needed off the kids' iPads, because that's where he did it from. And within 2 to 3 days, they had the iPads back to the family. After
they had his phone back 24 hours later.
Yeah.
It takes maybe not even an hour.
You just dock it? Just dock it on something? Yeah.
No, copy it. Takes an hour. They gave it back to him within a day. Okay.
Yep.
Listen, is the guy capable of murdering his wife? I don't know. Do I think he did it? Well, there's a strong possibility that he did. But do I believe what the state police are telling me? Absolutely not.
What would be the, I guess,
anything that Morrissey's office didn't touch, I'll take as evidence.
What's his motive? What was the motive? She was leaving him?
I don't.
She had a boyfriend, I think. I was getting ready to leave him. She was spending time in New Jersey or Delaware, the Maine branch or something like that. She found some emails that she was seeing this guy, talking to this guy. He was a fraud. Yeah, he was a fraud.
He was moving pieces of artwork around.
Right. Yeah, that's why he's in jail right now, because he got caught with
the artwork,
forgery.
Not for her murder. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. Not for disposal of a dead body.
Nope.
That's a charge. If they actually have him with part of her corpse, he'd be charged with it, Mike. Anything. Improper disposal of a body. You can't touch it. You can't do nothing. Like, you throw everything at him, and what sticks? What? You're telling me he's on trial now for art? Is this whole art thing is involved with? Like,
well, that's why he's on. He's in jail because the bail got revoked or something like that. I forget exactly the behind it, but they're charging him for murder, but he's in jail already for this. So the time that he's doing is not going against the time that he might get set up for on this whole wife theme movie. I don't know. Let's just, I don't know. You know, it's interesting. Now it got moved out of it got moved out of Dedham. It's not in Dedham courthouse anymore. It's in Suffolk, I think, or it's in Middlesex, North. Why would you do that if you have the same players? That happened pretty quickly. You had Beverly taken right off of it, and it got moved. Right? You think it's because it's such a South Shore case and like it's very hot. It's a hotbed of people down here in this area that are around Dedham that we can get out there and help protest against the state police, or I don't know. Like, do you like?
It should be in Plymouth. I think it should be in Plymouth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Plymouth County.
No, it's Norfolk, isn't it? Cohasset?
I think Cohasset's Plymouth.
I think it's right on the border, though. I don't know, man. Like, so, like, I hate to go up there, like, and hope for murder.
Yeah.
Murder.
Cohasset is in Norfolk County. That's why. That is in
Yeah.
Norfolk County.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate for them. I hate for them to, I hate to go down to the courthouse and cheer on a fucking someone to get up. I guess what I want to do is fight the system, like how you.
Well, that's easy. Look at what the system does, and look at what they do good, and look at what they do bad. They do real good at blaming an innocent person and making everyone believe it. They do real bad in proving that. So we just need to go back and who else did they set up? Who else has been set up by these people? Because I told you this is not their first time doing this. And Birchmore wasn't the first time either. This went all too smooth down the road. Bing, bing, bing,
Oh
bing,
yeah.
bing.
Oh yeah.
Way too smooth. People knew when to shut up. People knew when to not know nothing. People, I don't know nothing.
We should watch a little bit of the Turtle Boy this morning.
Which one? The
interview with AJ,
Alan?
because he makes some great points about how they wanted to pin it on the girl. They were hell bent on pinning it on Karen.
Oh, without a doubt. Why?
Right.
Because they could sell it. They could sell it. They had the help of Jen McCabe and her audience to sell that. They were all going to say that crazy girl, and she was in the back of the car freaking out. Well, none of that happened. Everything they said and they attested to on the stand was a lie. And
Aiden asked a great question about who was at 34 Fairview when they found the taillight. And this is what AJ said. It was Berkowitz, Proctor, Canton, Berkowitz, Proctor, and Tully were the three unknowns, allegedly.
Berkowitz?
Yeah.
Proctor.
Proctor.
Why would he? Why then that means the DA knows that he was there. Otherwise, he wouldn't say he was never there. Right. Why would he say that?
I don't know. But that's what AJ said. I could have it. Do I run? I think it's right. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was just like, because even Turtle Boy was like, wow. Because the weird thing is like if you break it down to like, hey guys, I found something. Come on over here. Like it was just like, hey, we took a picture. Literally took a picture, grabbed it, and they left. And like they shut down the search like 5 minutes later. That was it.
Just like that.
Just like that. And actually, they gave kudos to Lieutenant Walsh for standing up there and saying the right thing. He didn't. That guy told the truth. He didn't tell all the truth.
Right.
He told the truth. He told what he could get away with, and as far as he could go for towing the line. He went to the very end and looked over the edge and said, "Okay, boys, I can bury a lot of people with me right now, or not. And I'm choosing not to, and I want you to know that." Okay, I'm good. We're good after this. You're never gonna call me again in this fucking courthouse because that guy didn't have any notes. He never looked at his phone. He looked you straight at the eyes.
Yep.
He never wrote a report though either.
That's kind of odd, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah.
Why would you not write a report when you get called out and you get paid on it?
All right.
Like
it's memorialized. Everything's in stone. Like
yes.
Why didn't they record any of the interviews? Right, like with the witnesses. They didn't put anything on a tape it or video it or anything. O'Hara, I'm sorry, guys. Walsh, yes. Sorry.
That's how he's gonna get off, Mike.
Ah. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess they're trying to find this fucking body. Like you would believe, like
They shut down an entire dump
Yeah.
and went through the trash of every single person who put stuff in the dump.
And like the
Mike,
phone
Cadaver dog.
analysis. Yeah.
Cadaver dog's looking for her. Can't find her. What's up? Like, you gonna tell me that he cut her up? You know how messy it is to cut somebody up?
I do.
Do you think he has it in him? If he's pushing artwork, you think he's
I doubt it.
got a fucking sawzall cutting people up?
Skill saw.
Yeah. I mean, he's not that type of a person that would. Granted, he did go and buy all that stuff,
He did.
which is strange in itself. I mean, who the hell buys freaking duct tape?
And you get the Google searches on his kid's iPad. I mean, you have
A lot of circumstantial evidence. Everything leads up to that, right?
Yeah, but no body. Nothing. No DNA. Nothing. Did you find out the interview? Are we still gonna do it? Yeah.
Yeah. See, Mike, it's not. I
don't
don't see Brian Walsh having the stomach to do that.
Like,
Like,
I just slip on national TV. I mean, TV. What?
listen, there's no way he has it in him. He's not that guy.
Yeah. Oh, well,
He doesn't have it in him to do this. Like he's not. He takes his wife's fucking manicure appointment. That's what. No, he wasn't that type of a guy.
have you ever had a manicure before?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. They're not bad. I mean, pedicure? No. Mani pedi? I have.
He has. He lives in those little places.
And down at the Classic Village.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Oh man.
No.
He
I don't
roped her right into his little web of deception.
And you know what? The cops have his vehicle and they have his key cycles and they know how long his car drove for. So if his car drove for an hour, right? That's at least a half hour out and a half hour back. Draw a circle. Where can you go in that? Right?
Yeah, well,
How much gas did he use? You can go with that.
You know, you're making
So,
you're making
this is all stuff they do at the state police office. Like, they don't. No. You don't just get rid of a body. Like, what? You call, like, a service? No.
Bodies be gone. Tommy speaking.
You know?
I'll come
Yeah,
to the
how
block.
big? Is that a, yeah, no.
Used to call those janitors back in the day. A janitor. Right?
Shady police work. Oh, I am far from a smart man. This has all been well done by people smarter than me. Trust me, it's not me.
Building a case of innocence.
Listen, I don't trust the state police in any way. Listen, if you trust the Norfolk County Sheriff's Department, Norfolk County DA's office, whatever, good luck with that. You let me know how that works out for you. I know Karen Reed doesn't trust him. That's all I gotta say about that. Aiden doesn't trust him. I don't trust him.
How can you? Unless you Joe Q public, you don't really know much about much, and you just seen this happen in the play out in the paper or whatever. You would tend to believe that she got a fair shake and she beat it. But there's so much more that lies under the surface on this. If you peel it back and you have some interest in law,
listen, what if she knew he was getting arrested or he was pushing these fake artworks for big dollars? What if she knew this and she says she's not going to take me down because I have a successful business over there?
Right. Yeah.
And now she just goes and gets a whole new passport, whole new identity. Not like it can't be done. She's Mary Smith living in England, got dual passport. She comes over here, whatever. Done. I think she would have the money and the means to do it. I don't think he would or does.
Yeah, she was in the banking world, and yeah, I agree with you. She probably figured out what was going on. This guy wasn't anything what he said he was.
And she's like, you can't do this. Like, no, especially her being all if you're in the banking world, you know regulations and you know laws and you
Right,
know
right.
import export and you know
And she's figuring out that he's doing some shit, like I
all
think
that stuff. We're gonna destroy her and take her out.
yeah. Take her name, take her name with him. You know what I mean? My husband, yeah, my ex-husband was a fucking art thief.
Hmm.
Put that in your fucking resume. All you have to do is Google it, right? Anna
Look at
Walsh,
this
Brian Walsh, right?
done.
You're
Yep.
done. Makes sense. So I don't know. Like it's a good question. She's not missing or dead, so I don't know if she's considered missing or dead yet. I don't know. I would think she's considered dead because she hasn't shown up.
You guys are saying the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids. Well, guess what? Right now, she knows her kids are safe.
Yeah, with the grandmothers around. She lives in the North Shore.
Yeah.
His mother actually.
Mother, yeah.
Yeah, she lives in the North Shore, and they got him walking around her house with his phone. And there's a transfer station right down the street from where she is. So it's like, well, I was at my mother's house, but they get the phone like in certain spots near the mother's house where he shouldn't have been if he was just his mother. So they got some good stuff on him, but I really want to see what the motive. I think your point to like you're a fucking piece of shit. You've been lying to me for the last 2 years. You're gonna go down. Here's a summons for fucking forgery or whatever you're doing. You're going away, and she probably like any normal person would like, hey, I need to get out of this. Okay.
And if he got, and you know what, he got in trouble before for pushing fake art. I think.
I think so. You think you're right. So his first rodeo.
So second time that he gets caught, then he's gonna
he actually sold the pieces and got the money. So the transaction was done. That's how he got caught. And the owner of the piece had it reappraised.
Yeah.
And said you got fucked.
Yep.
I think it was like 60,000. I could be wrong.
75,000 maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't like 275 million bucks. It was like was an average amount, but he was in the right neighborhood class. And they got dough. I don't know where he sold it to or how it went down, but word of mouth down there. There's an art collector up here, the broker over there. You just go ahead and do it. But they're in their own little world down there. It's a nice town though. Get some fucking Jerusalem Road, dude.
Yeah.
Go out. Oh my god. There's some great beaches. Like the summer houses are incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
That's where I remember one time there was a case down there where a mother was letting her son throw bashes when he was like 18 years old after high school and stuff.
And the kids got drunk and got into a car accident after, and they tried going after the parents.
That's right.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
One of the first ones in the state or whatever. But she had too much fucking money, dude.
Yeah.
She just dragged it out.
What was that?
Okay.
Not the influential kid. Oh my God. There's a whole thing about that. Being too influential to prosecute or something like that.
Right, maybe.
The kid, what they were saying, the kid's been pampered his whole life and he didn't know right or wrong or something like that.
But when I was growing up, we had alcohol parties that when we were underage. We'd
Oh,
walk
yeah.
to the beach. We'd walk to the beach afterwards. No one drove really. I mean, people did, but it wasn't like a huge. You couldn't get to my house without driving. You could leave your car there and literally walk to the beach from where we were. It was nice.
Jesus.
So yeah, we'd party there. It does happen. Oh Jesus Christ! But do they know where she is, Kimberly?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like if she made a phone call or sent a proof of life, he'd still be in jail for the art theft, but the whole murder charge be over him.
Right, real quick.
But someone had to have called the police and said she's missing.
If he was doing the same shit before that he got in trouble with, and she saw that and she confronted him, that's a motive for him to take her out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's also a motive for her to leave him. Because she's got more to lose than he does.
That's right.
You think
they
she
were only married for like 3
career, everything else that she had?
I think 3 years they were together for. They wasn't together for a long, long time, a couple of years. It wasn't like 10, 15. It wasn't. There was both. It was his second marriage, I think. I could be wrong, but oh yeah, it's DC. She was down. That's right. It was DC.
That's right.
Yeah. So what's Aiden's charge today? Does anybody know what we're actually going for? Is it just gonna be a routine motion, Anybody in the chat know nepotism, right? Eden's in there for today with Beto and Brado. So Beto's in town, so it must be something pretty decent, I would imagine.
Yep. Diva's on leave with her. She's at home having her memories.
Her cage cleaned.
Yeah.
She fucked up. She was put in a bad position, like in terms of no matter what I say here, I'm fucked. Either I'm gonna fuck the blue or I'm gonna fuck myself.
Well,
And she's gonna fuck herself.
she did both. Because the
She
blue is
She
what
did.
made her do it to herself.
You're
If
right,
she-
dude.
If the friggin' big head guy didn't call her into his office and say, "Listen, you're gonna do right?" If he didn't have that conversation with her, it wouldn't be an issue.
And it was good to hear AJ talk about Barrows in trial 1 versus trial 2, how he got a touch of Barrows. Barrows drove in, which like a normal witness thing. Like it was no big deal for him to drive in there. Like how Hank made it like a spectacle. Well, you drove in there, you met with like anybody that would get, it was just interesting to hear AJ because he doesn't do interviews, so to have Aiden have him on there was pretty cool. And they were calling Turtle Boy the crowd daddy, which I liked. AJ.
He's journalism guy. You want that journalism name. You don't want the blogger name. You don't want this writer. He's a journalist. He's fought pretty hard to get that title.
I agree with you. I was watching something on the Idaho 4, and they had a person that was in the documentary with Kim Coffindaffer was in it too. It was horrible. But this girl was a YouTube journalist, investigative journalist. Yeah, that was her title, a YouTube investigative journalist. I'm like, there you go.
Huh?
What makes you a journalist? Is a certificate?
Well,
no, man. It's your
you ready?
Yeah.
Journalism is what you do, not who you are.
That's true.
So
you're a documentarian, I think. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You do. That's what you do. You do it every fucking day. You document what's going on and stuff. Raw footage, archived.
And in 100 years, they'll be making the same mistakes all over again, and they'll come to our tapes to see what happened.
Definition of insanity.
Yep. It'll just be different, wrapped in a different blanket. That's all.
Yeah, a different charge, a different person.
Yep.
And he also talked about how shady Laura McLaughlin is.
Yeah, I was shocked. She kind of kept her head down, but
she got crazy
not really.
She got crazy eye, dude.
Yeah,
he brought up a point where after trial 1, after the mistrial, how she stood up and wanted Karen Reed's bond revoked right there on the spot.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, that was. They were even the defense was like, "What the? She's out on bond now. What? She just tried." And the other thing was, hold on here.
How much of that came out of the freaking DA's office, though?
AJ did not know that Karen and Turtle Boy were under a federal grand jury until afterwards. Had no clue. AJ didn't even know. No one knew. They were gonna try to get Karen into an orange jumpsuit every day, and driven in that way instead of coming in with her parents and everybody that loves her and stuff like that. They were gonna try to get her into an orange jumpsuit so that it looked like she was guilty. Can you believe that?
Wow.
And that makes sense. Like, okay, would you rather have somebody come in like that or just decked out like she looks every day? You know what I mean? Like, makes a difference. So you look at it, they wanted that bail revoked so bad. They wanted Turtle Boy so bad to go away. He got locked up for 60 days for nothing.
All because why? Because he told the truth? And told the story that we all wanted to hear? That we all believe? That the state police are what? Corrupt? All of them? So again, right? I asked Mike, hey, who killed John O'Keefe?
I don't know. With 100% certainty.
I can't read.
Yeah, you rule that one out for sure.
Rule that one out. Check. Wasn't her.
The car did not hit John, and John did not hit the car. Period. Full stop. That's why this civil suit's going to go nowhere.
Hey, if the car never hit John, how'd the taillight get there? All over the yard. All over the yard. Even on the street from Berkowitz. Berkey. Oh, hey, Berkey.
Oh, man. You are on a roll today.
And they expect us to believe this shit that Brian Walsh just chopped up his wife out of the blue. Christmas Eve. Chopped her up.
Was it Christmas Eve? New Year's Eve or Christmas
New
Eve?
Year's Eve, right? It was New Year's Eve.
Was it really?
New Year's Eve.
Holy Jesus.
Remember she was getting on the plane to go back?
I don't remember though. When you said Christmas Eve, it popped up. I remember, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that 23 it happened, or was it before?
It happened to Forrest Gump. It can happen to this guy.
Jenny
just up and ran away from him. Beat it. She's gone.
Run, Forrest, run.
Jenny, she's gone. Went back to DC.
Girlfriend,
She's
Jenny.
going.
Oh my God. It's called the Walsh case now. This is what they call it. It refers to just heard of Anna Walsh. January 23. That's when it happened. So 1 year after John. Oh my God. So allegations of dismemberment and disposal. Lack of recovered body.
Not murder.
Evidence of Google searches.
Wait a minute. Any body parts recovered?
No, sir.
Well, then how can they get him for that? Just like, oh, wait. They can convict someone on drunk driving when she wasn't drunk and there's no cops around. Yeah, they'll convict her anyway. Screw it.
Let me send this to you.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy. Here you go.
Darcy.
I'm gonna send it to you. How do I want to send this to you? Shit. Yeah, if you just Google it though, they have a court TV thing up there. I mean, I know it's not the one we want, but so he's not doing court till October. New clips. There's a woman on scene of 34 feet 129. News clip. Okay. What do you got, Sherry? What are you saying? Oh, I might have been able to do it. Hold on, Tommy. I just say check your phone if that helps you, buddy.
You see that, Mike?
Where are you, buddy? Jeremy, what female lead did they tell us? Oh, so that was Prince. I don't know if she was there on the 29th, but she did interviews. That was the only female officer I know from the state police that was involved with any actual interviewing. It was Detective Prince from the Massachusetts State Police.
But wait a minute.
Not on scene, though. I'm not aware of that.
Not at 34 Fairview the night before?
Not aware of that. No, I'm not aware of that. Not the night before.
Isn't Kelly friends with Brian?
Well, she knew Levinson.
Did she go? Was she invited to his party?
Deaver invited to Brian's. I don't know. I've never dug that side of the side of the tree before because of Boston PD. Well, she was Canton PD at the time. I knew there was a hot pocket there because she was on that night. She was actually on the board on the phone, and then when the incident went down, she was told to go home. But I don't think she did. What's his name? Goody sat on the phone for a while, monitored the phones like 1:30 on. Until he had called down there at 6. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Am I saying it right? Was she on the phones that late? I forget.
Yeah, she had dispatch.
She was on dispatch that night, right? But then, like, all of a sudden, Good took her off the phone and put her in patrol. And she sat in her car. So I'll come back to you now. She sat in her car for a while.
Personal car?
No, cruiser. She was going to go on a cruiser. Calls, and Good was going to stay in on the dispatch. All of a sudden, he took her off dispatch. Would you want your sergeant out there on the car instead of a girl? I'm not saying girls can't drive in the snow, but a young female officer on your team.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many what ifs with her, dude. I think they had her. I don't think she ever went to 34 Fairview. Honestly, now that Goody was at dispatch We don't know her car, where her car was exactly. She could have went there in her car. In theory.
Yep.
But if you talk about interviews, it was only Prince that took reports, and those you can find in the Sleuthy Goose Google Doc.
Yep.
Yep,
That
that
was
one
a
there.
trial one.
She has all those, and I think she's pretty caught in trial too. By the way.
That's a
But
lot.
I wish we knew what. Does anybody know in the chat what Aiden's in for today?
Anybody?
Like I said to Nan on Thursday or Friday, it was like we need to find a place where I know mass courts probably have it, but we can go in and just have one certain person that's really doing it. Maybe Glamour Suits doesn't have it.
Oh, she's another one that would have it too. Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to get on our game for that.
I need it. I don't know. If he did what they said he did, right? That's just a whole nother level of like evil. One thing
Right.
to beat
Right,
someone
Walsh.
up but to go that next step and chop them up after, no.
Desperate people do desperate things in desperate times.
And another thing, right? The mess, like you can't just go clean it up. It's there. So they should have all that, like the luminol, and like I want to see pieces of the floor that have been cut up because the blood will soak through and go underneath the floor tile. So I want to see all that. I don't want to, I got this report, blah blah blah, signed by a friend of mine, works in this office. That whole no more.
So are you saying that
Thank you, Meg.
it happened at home?
It had to. The kids. He had 2 kids at home.
Yeah, that's right. How do you get the Yeah, that's right.
Unless you or oh no.
You put her in the trunk, right? Like you get her, you take care of her, but you don't bleed her out, so to speak.
No, you just knock her out.
She's in the trunk.
You OD her.
However you did it.
And then yeah. Put the kids to bed.
I don't know.
There's a babysitter too?
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
He replaced the area rugs in the house. Okay. I guess she's like a pint of peanuts. She weighed maybe 90 pounds. She wasn't. She was nothing, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so a 40-year-old woman died in custody of Michael Frosty made a statement. Police officers attempt to resuscitate the female with the help of the Brooklyn Fire and Coast Ambulance personnel taking my ambulance.
Oh, so they called an ambulance to the scene? Or to the
So
station?
they tried to resuscitate her, and then they took her to the hospital. She deceased before 3:30 p.m. A True Crime Girl was like, "Don't worry, guys. Morrissey said his office is overseeing the investigation." You see him walking down for the parade in Quincy.
Yeah, they were.
Oh man,
that ugly.
Oh,
what town was that again, Mike? Would that happen?
Quincy.
The person.
Oh, which one are you talking about? The death.
Yeah.
Oh, Brookline.
Brookline.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's DA's office. That's Morrissey's office. And of course, he'll oh, thank you, Joey.
I think Joey's probably been here from the beginning, from when we launched the January.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. Yep.
Oh, definitely. And then we're climbing up to we're climbing to 1 year, August 4th,
oh, my close personal buddy's got charges on him now. Joe Warren.
What happened with that? That's crazy.
Nice. Knocked it out of the park. Love it, buddy.
What was he doing? What was he thinking?
Who cares? Who cares what he's thinking?
That's true. Tommy's on fire today. Late.
I'm glad it couldn't happen to a nicer person, Mike. He is such a nasty. Again, he fit right in with Berkowitz.
Thanks, Joey.
Thank you, Joey.
Yeah.
All the people at the DA's office. He's just that type of an evil human being.
Special kind of fucking twisted with that person, right?
A lot twisted with that person. Like bad. Not just like, yeah, he's a little angry, but he's just out there. Way out there. He was the one that was friggin' recording the jurors coming off the bus with his phone.
Yes. He walked up to you when you were walking up and he goes,
Twice.
he asked you a question like, he's like, tell me what happened with this situation. Why was this? And you just went, still, you walked by him like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then someone caught him taping. So do you think he got arrested for taping the bus that time? Or was it through Twitter?
It was through Twitter.
That's what I heard too.
All right. So yeah, so again, it couldn't happen to a nicer person, to be honest with you. It's
yeah, people. No, he was pro Karen Reed at one time and then flipped.
No,
he's
never pro Karen Reed.
He was just trying to be a mole,
just trying to be a ball buster. Yep. Sherry, how'd you send it?
What's up?
Sherry sent me something. Well, you know what's funny is it's what's weird is how they know where he went. Like they gotta have his phone. I'm positive they have his phone.
Oh, right. I was wondering that myself. Like
his phone. They gotta have his phone. There's no way they can't.
I didn't realize that was actually. I thought somebody was just busting my balls and saying that was Meredith's car or whatever whose car it was. But you're right. How did they know? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it isn't them. Who knows? Yeah. Meg, thanks for the 5 memberships. Yeah, we get almost close to 1 million views coming up probably the next 2 weeks. People.
We'll probably get that real close after today.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, so I think they got Aiden's phone. I really do.
That would make sense.
Wherever he goes down the Cape, they know where he is.
Crushy does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I can't wait for that leak. I can't wait for that leak to come out.
That may come out today.
That's what I wanted. Does anybody know what he's going to court for today? What's going on today? No one seems to answer. I'm not sure. I'm trying to this is what I need to know. I hate going to that.
It does. It's collusion. It's absolutely collusion between all of them.
I saw you posted houses for sale, huh?
Yeah. You like that?
You want to make it an Airbnb?
I think we can make a low ball bid. Just he'll want to get out of town. If we all drive by his house every day, right? We'll just do like a big big circle. We'll just keep making like loops. He'll want to leave. We'll buy it for dirt cheap.
Is it crazy? Like up where Brian Albert bought a house, he has a pond or a lake named Prescott, which is Beverly's maiden name, right?
Yep.
Prescott or new name. Now you have Higgins living on Peggy's Lane. Peg.
Yep.
O'Keefe. I'm like, you can't make this shit up. Like the fucking ironic bullshit you find in this whole thing.
Yeah, Aiden should file witness intimidation charges on him. I mean, as far as I knew, his house was on the market. No, I mean, if they want to go look for houses, they're allowed to do that.
They can go anywhere they want.
Exactly.
There's no restraining order against him from Higgins. Hayes never, and then he dropped the one. So didn't Buchanan dropped his? No, yeah, Buchanan dropped his, and so didn't Tully. Because the Turtle Boy makes me angry. Turtle Boy hurt me. Words hurt. Show me on your body where the words hurt you. Okay.
Sherry says Turtle Boy hearing is potential bail revocation. We've been down this road before, but the whole thing is based on like junk science, like bad math. So again, kind of like Karen, we're at this point where they've already sold it to us. They got to find a way out of it. And I
I
think
want to
that's
know
what
if
this
Hey,
judge is trying to do.
well, actually, we'll probably get him on camera today before he goes in, and we'll probably get the gist of it. But I'd like to know now. It'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking hot one out there today, people. But we want a big turnout. We want some people to get down
Yeah.
there. Is anybody going in the
Basically a
chat?
great day to be out there today.
You guys can tune in. Hey, are we gonna be able to get a live stream within the court if it's zoomed?
Yes.
Can Sherry help us out with that? You think?
Yes.
Maybe.
I can email her.
We appreciate it, people. I'm sure the Glare is gonna have it.
Yeah.
I think all the content guys will have it on today.
I can yeah. I can be able to control it. So shouldn't be too hard. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's it, buddy. I will see you a little bit later on, right?
Yeah. 12
Time,
o'clock.
12
12 o'clock. Be back here at noon time.
All right.
Figure Aiden, you come about 1:30. So
Yeah,
sound
maybe,
good?
maybe we can watch a little bit of the interview prior to or something. Oh,
I
you're gonna be on.
I
You're
can
gonna be on
set
the ground.
Well, no, the interview actually, Mike, it works out good. The interview with Aiden is an hour long. Aiden and AJ, it's an hour and a half.
Right.
So if I put it on at 12
Yeah.
and let it
Good
run,
job. Yeah.
I can drive in there, and then once I get there, I'll just swap it around to me.
Perfect.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you then.
All right, brother.
Yep. Bye, chat. Let's read the turtle.
Yep, free the turtle. You said it. Status conference. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you guys then, 12 o'clock. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you guys can make it down to the courthouse in Dedham today. It's going to be a nice day today. So that said, everyone have a wonderful day. Try and come back at noon, and we'll be here. And again, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you at noon.
Cold mornings, cracked pavement, courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. He don't ask for credit, don't ask for praise. Just fight in the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. when the crowd's gone home. Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, a million prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.